Pseudo.
That's what I'm gonna roll with. I feel like we got pseudo French here. That's what it means to be full time there.
Essentially, we can say it's a French match here. So I mean, they do have the French nationality for both their profiles, and we're gonna get right underway on the match here.
So let's see what openers we have. I feel like, ooh, I'm not sure what that one was on Doremy's side.
I mean, either way, it's been a nice
start
for them. And... yeah.
That's what we're gonna say now. Yeah, the opener was fast. And we have a lovely example of a fractal there on Doremy's side, sending a lot of damage over to BRILATAS.
Yeah, and that was a dangerous misdrop for BRILATAS as well. Just that S-piece just kind of hung over the edge there is not really going to do him any favours.
So let's get into the second round. Is that a BT cannon, actually, where it goes triple into double?
I don't remember.
I need to do some studying again. Maybe Doremy can correct us in the chat afterwards. So BRILATAS was just waiting to see what their opponent was going to do there. It's a very smart tactic, just so you can see what kind of damage you can expect to come, or whether you've got that opportunity to take your opponent out. Yeah,
sometimes it does help just to screen watch a little bit. I don't think you need to do it too much, but it definitely does help.
Oh, and a misdropped eyepiece there. That's not gonna be good, but easily fixed. But Doremy definitely could have taken advantage of that.
For sure, yeah, and Doremy's just gonna try and stack up a little bit. Actually getting that T-spin triple.
Oh, I had a back-to-back 9 there on Doremy's side. Had to break it, but that's gonna send some serious damage.
Yeah, BRILATAS is dealing with this very well though. Although it's going to be looking to be a nice counter spike coming in from Doremy. Oh, misshots the L though. Could have been a huge spike on with a quad there. It's
and we're
really
evening
unfortunate.
It out.
Yeah, BRILATAS was able to keep the pressure there and really punish Doremy for that mistake.
Oh, a misdropped L piece there. With the orange and blue pieces, I always have to think about them in my head to know which one they are.
Don't worry, I always get the order mixed up sometimes.
A Z and S too sometimes. They just look too damn similar. But we've got BRILATAS here needing to downstack, but really find a fantastic 10 spike out of that downstack. And we've got a great well of garbage coming up, which they use to their advantage with a T-spin double into a quad.
Yeah, Doremy's got a really nice clean setup going on here. Although having a little bit of trouble trying to find those T pieces. Kind of stuck on that left side.
And BRILATAS trying to take advantage of Doremy's board state, but Doremy has opened up that well and will be able to stack all the way down. This is what we mean, right up at the top to halfway down the board in 5 seconds maximum.
Yeah, that was a really nice down stack from Doremy. But BRILATAS is trying to keep up that pressure though. Trying not to give Doremy much time to breathe. Not gonna want to let them. Not going to want to let them stay on the back foot.
Both board states looking pretty similar here, whereas Doremy has less garbage. They're more stacked up on the board, and BRILATAS has that garbage ready to use. Ooh, interesting drop there. But at this level, one misdrop can mean absolutely nothing, and they can clear it within a couple of pieces. That's what makes a player good. And an amazing 19 spike from Doremy there. Absolutely incredible. BRILATAS able to actually counteract it though.
Yeah, BRILATAS has been able to survive a lot of Doremy's attacks really well.
But the 22 spike is just far too much.
Yeah, just unfortunately didn't really have anything in that situation. Doremy was just able to get the timing just right on that attack and take the point.
So lots of T-spin doubles here. You'll see that players at this level will opt for T-spin doubles over quads because of the efficiency. You're only using 2 lines instead of 4 to send the same amount of damage. And that's when you kind of move to that higher level play.
For sure, and sometimes it's good to try and mix up a bit of both as well.
Yes, because although the efficiency is there for the T-spin double, sometimes when you need to downstack and get down the board, that's when you want to use a quad. And one piece away from potentially surviving that. That's a shame for BRILATAS.
Yeah, that IP just came too late for BRILATAS, and DOREMY was just able to keep up that pressure, had a really good follow-up, and was able to take BRILATAS over the line. BT cannon there for DOREMY.
So really nice 5-4 stack there, but sadly, I just gonna cover up that well. Yep, I could see exactly what BRILATAS was thinking there.
Yeah, that opener, the opener from DOREMY there was super strong, and unfortunately BRILATAS didn't really have a counter to go against it.
But once again, we see my beloved TKI, even used by X-ranked players.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just that's because it's just such a versatile opener.
Oh my goodness, that was quick.
So many people.
BRILATAS taking one back against DOREMY.
Yeah, still DOREMY still has a 2-point lead at the moment, but DOREMY isn't going to want to let that slip at all.
There. Lots of damage, but really nice clean well there for BRILATAS, which just sends all of that return to sender back to DOREMY with interest.
Looks like it's going to be a comeback arc too. BRILATAS now closing the gap a little bit. Only 1 point between the two of them. This could start to get close.
Let's see if they can even the score.
Sure, it's like DOREMY's going for a TST tower maybe, but isn't quite able to get the execution on it. Having to settle for a down stack instead, and actually putting their board state in not the best position at all, and BRILATAS is going to be able to counter.
And BRILATAS with a 3 back-to-back, sending all of that extra damage, evens up the score.
Yeah, 4-4.
Already BRILATAS having to be on the defense, down stacking, but trying to get as much out of that down stack garbage as possible with a nice T-spin double and quad there.
Yeah, DOREMY definitely in a better spot, it looks like. Did have the better board state, but now BRILATAS has recovered quite a bit. Does have quite a nice few clean lines of garbage to work through.
And a nice 9-0 stack there from BRILATAS, actually.
Yeah, it works well to send some garbage over.
Sometimes you're so used to stacking in that kind of format that it's muscle memory. It's sometimes the easiest way to stack. I can stack a good 0.5 pieces faster if I'm just going for the 9-0. BRILATAS right at the top of their board. DOREMY really ramping up the damage there.
Yeah, so sometimes you still see a lot of 9-0 even in top play. It just depends on the situation really, and when it's the best time for it and when it pops up.
And especially where your garbage is as well. If your garbage is on either side, you're going to want to stack to what you've got.
For sure, yeah. Sometimes it is good to just play around the garbage that you've got. And you'll see a lot of the time the players will use that garbage to their advantage and
build things out of it.
Yeah, try and build things, try and set up combos.
Oh, that was such a shame for BRILATAS there. But DOREMY steaming ahead, getting to match point.
Yeah, BRILATAS has got quite a bit to go to catch up to DOREMY, and that miss drop really isn't going to help him. DOREMY's going to try and most likely going to try and punish it as quickly as possible, but BRILATAS has got a way out and was able to down stack nicely.
That eye miss drop was a little bit of a pain, but they managed to fix it really quickly and get back down to that garbage. But DOREMY already set up with another quad. Yeah,
DOREMY's got a lot of clean garbage here to send.
And as you can see, setting up a 9-0, just needing to open up that well. That was fantastic T-spin vision there, knowing exactly where to place that L piece to know that it was going to create a T-spin when that well opened up.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes it's just good to get, I guess, just get a little bit of foresight on the T-spin.
It's definitely a skill to master.
For sure, yeah. And it does require you to look a bit further down your board, more than you usually would. So it's good to look out for those opportunities.
And that's why sometimes I like watching the pros, because it gives me an idea of, oh, okay, if I see this in my play, I'll be able to use this.
Yeah, and that is one good thing about watching pro play. It does give you a few ideas of, like, okay, this is how the pros play. These are the sort of setups they go for. And then you can try and spot these setups and implement them into your own gameplay as well.
5-6 now. Let's see if we're going to get yet another tiebreaker. Doremi with the all clear loop. Oh my goodness.
That was absolutely
And
huge from Doremi, and Doremi really not wanting BRILATAS to take that to the tiebreaker.